My stepmom told me to stay out of her marriage, then she blamed me when my dad filed for divorce. I noticed Natalie wasn't eating at family dinners anymore. She'd push food around her plate and excuse herself after 20 minutes. My dad Leon didn't seem to see it, or maybe he didn't want to. I was 26, living 2 hours away, but I came home every few weeks. Each visit, Natalie looked thinner. Her clothes hung differently. When I asked if she was okay, she smiled and changed the subject. One Sunday, I found her staring at an unopened bottle of pills in the bathroom. She didn't hear me approach. When she finally noticed me, she shoved the bottle in her pocket. I asked what was going on. She insisted nothing was wrong, that she was fine. I told her she wasn't fine, that Dad didn't see it, but I did. Her expression hardened. "Aaron, I need you to stay out of this. Out of my marriage. This is between Leon and me." I pressed her about what was happening between them, what she wasn't telling him. She asked me to please just leave it alone. I didn't leave it alone. I called my dad that week and told him Natalie needed help, that something was seriously wrong. He got defensive immediately, saying she was fine and just stressed with work. I pushed back about how she wasn't eating, how sick she looked, asking if he'd actually talked to her. He snapped that I shouldn't tell him how to handle his marriage. 2 weeks later, my sister Georgina called me. She'd been at the house and overheard Dad and Natalie fighting. Natalie was crying, saying she couldn't do this anymore. Dad had walked out. When I tried calling Natalie, she didn't answer. Dad didn't answer either. Then Dad's best friend Ryan called me, telling me my father had filed for divorce yesterday and that Natalie was devastated. I couldn't understand why. Ryan explained he didn't know the details, but Natalie thought I'd put ideas in Dad's head and was telling everyone I'd convinced him she was unstable. My stomach dropped. I called Dad immediately and asked if he divorced Natalie because of what I said. He told me carefully that I'd been right to be concerned, that there were things going on he didn't see. When I asked what things, he said that was between Natalie and him. I drove home that weekend. Natalie's sister Simone was at the house, helping her pack. When Simone saw me, her face twisted with anger. She accused me of destroying Natalie's marriage, claiming I couldn't stand that my father was happy. I tried to say that wasn't what happened, but Simone kept going, saying Natalie had trusted me and thought I cared about her. Natalie appeared in the doorway. She looked worse than I'd ever seen her. "I told you to stay out of it, Aaron. I told you." I explained I was trying to help her, that she'd been suffering. "You told Leon I was having an affair. You told him I was sleeping with my physical therapist. That's why he filed for divorce." The room tilted. I insisted I'd never said that, never even thought it. Natalie said Leon had told her I'd called him, that I'd seen her with someone, and said she was lying to him. I asked if Dad had really told her I'd said that. She stared at me. Something shifted in her expression. I pulled out my phone and called Dad right there. He answered on the third ring. "Natalie says I told you she was having an affair. I never said that. Tell her I never said that." Silence. I said his name again. He admitted quietly that he might have drawn his own conclusions from what I'd said. Natalie grabbed my phone and asked if that meant he'd lied to her about what I'd said, that he'd blamed me so she wouldn't blame him. More silence. Then Dad's voice quiet. "I wanted out, Natalie. I'd wanted out for a year. When Aaron called worried about you, it gave me an excuse." Natalie handed me back the phone without a word. Her face was completely blank. Simone had stopped packing and was staring at the phone in my hand. "You used your son. You made him the villain so you could leave your marriage without feeling guilty." She ended the call. When she looked at me, something like understanding passed between us. I was dying. I had stage 3 cancer. I didn't want Leon to see me go through treatment. I was trying to protect him. She touched the pocket where I'd seen her put the pills, explaining they were for nausea and she was starting chemo next week.